Week 16.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, we'll go 16. I'm pretty sure 16. On Swally Tarantino to my left.
Zam.
The boy.
Hey, it shouldn't be bleeped on the motherfucking video.
The boy. That's the name. The boy. Yeah, caught me. That's what I'm
scared. Video popped up.
Ooh, AKA Sir Illington.
Okay.
AKA Young Teardrop.
Ooh.
So, first thing I want to say, because there's been some shit that's been pissing me the fuck off this week. If you part of a team, whether it's a sports team, relationship, work team, this shit, a team, one person, if you're going to do something, you do that shit for the betterment of the entire fucking team, not your motherfucking self, for the motherfucking squad. Like,
squad goals.
I can't, like, stress that shit enough. Like, if you fail, the team fail. If you succeed, the team succeeds. So, like,
what are you referring to right
now? You don't want to know. I won't get mad.
It's just something personal, huh?
Yeah. So I hope somebody that I'm talking to hear this shit, and
you must got a really big team,
and get mad.
They need some really big rain.
So they need some reins around their motherfucking neck so they can chill the fuck out.
They're throwing shots.
Smack TV.
So shit. So when do you? This is like something that like it's not that crucial, but it's like once you get to like a conversation with somebody and you say, "Yeah, me and my friend was talking about this." It's not always your friend. So when do you consider somebody your actual friend?
So you mean like an acquaintance versus like a?
Yeah, because you don't say my acquaintance talked about. You always say my friend, whether it's somebody you've known for like a week or two or a long time.
So you said the question is.
So when do you consider somebody a friend? Is it like once I've hung out outside of the first time y'all met,
from day one,
or is it?
I guess it's different for like different people, you know.
I consider
you saying a friend versus an acquaintance.
Like when you consider somebody like when you can say like this person's my friend.
I consider you a friend if I make 2 to 4 songs and you don't put out my reference tracks. You are my friend.
I guess it just depends on like what you feel about that person.
Yeah,
you know,
the definition is probably different too.
Because I hate when like people. Like my sister does all the fucking time. She'll talk to somebody and or meet somebody somewhere, and it's like, oh yeah, me and my friend, you've known this motherfucker for a couple hours. And
see, sometimes it happens like that though.
But look, see, it can happen because eventually they end up, you realize you can trust them. This and this and this, but off top, you don't know what kind of motives that person has.
Dude, you know what? That might be the difference between guys and girls right there. Girls be like off top, like, that's my friend. Like, that's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they drop friends like that.
True.
Niggas be trying to like
have that shit forever.
Yeah. Like every time I talk to a girl, some beef with another girl they was like cool with. Like always. Like maybe that's you know what, maybe you can't be friends that quick. I
don't think you can. Quick. I feel like if you don't know like some kind of like super personal detail, then y'all not friends.
Hold up, y'all don't know nothing personal about me?
Nigga.
I know everything about
you. Know what?
Like if you don't know something like their middle name or their birthday or their mom name.
No, I cracked the code. If something happens and you get mad at that person or you feel a certain way that they didn't tell you before they did that, that's your friend. They might not be yours, but you're their friend. Like, oh man, my grandma died. I went to a funeral. Why didn't you tell me your fucking grandma? Like, that's the key right there. And you get mad.
Or it really depends on what you build in your friendship on.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these, I guess, kids nowadays, they building like smoking weed and like drinking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Partying. But outside of that, y'all don't even know each other.
You just start off simple. You in class and you're young, and then the kid next to you far. You're like, that's funny. You a funny person.
Now it's like,
let's go hang out at recess.
Match something.
Yeah.
Hey, let's match one.
Hey, match.
You trying to go in?
You know what I'm saying? I think it's the initial meeting.
Or they'll make friends off like
it's
same
hard as
Instagram.
fuck. It's hard as fuck to make friends as a grown up too.
Yes.
I think it's as a grown up.
It is though. Like
it is.
Yo, and
as a kid, man, you just be
nigga
walk up to little Timmy.
like, you want to play? Type shit. Yeah.
And speaking of being adults and make friends, if you're friends with somebody at work, y'all are not friends outside of work unless y'all hung out outside of work.
True.
Official.
I will say the next version of like after high school, you know, when you get the car, everybody gets new friends and shit after you get the car. When you're a grown up, once you get the truck, everybody got your number. They forget you. Hey, can you help us? That's the grown up version.
I'm glad I don't got my truck no more because I got that shit. As soon as I got it, hey, can you help me move this couch? No.
As soon as you gotta move anything, you pop
in. Don't you got a truck?
Yeah.
Nah. What? Ain't that your truck outside? Nah, it's not even mine. I borrowed it. Sorry. So speaking of friends, do y'all think that friends with benefits is a thing? Now we know it's a thing that people talk about. Do you think it's something that can actually happen and be prolonged rather than like we tried it for a week and then it fizzled?
Friends with benefits have to be fucking up?
I guess not necessarily. But in the way we use it, it is.
Yeah. Mm. But they're benefiting you for your
whatever your gain.
Each other's sexual desire.
Yeah. I think it's very possible to like have that last for a while.
I think it's just two people with one foot in, one foot out.
Well, it's always that like people think that guys and girls can't be friends. And once you mix the sex, it's gonna make it all awkward. And it's like, it can depend on the person, but that's it. It depends on the person, like.
But see, a lot of people don't want to be like judged.
Yeah.
So say you got a girl that you know benefiting from, and she's telling her friends like, this guy he's benefiting from me.
Oh, he
benefits from me a lot.
But they said
But then,
we've all been around girls.
Her friends might be like, girl, when he gonna put a ring on it type shit.
Right.
But then we all know those girls that's like, I need to call him, but he won't leave his girlfriend. Or like, I want to call him, but he don't want to come out here.
It definitely depends on the person.
I've heard like the conversation.
So as friends with benefits,
it's rare.
Are you a side dude, side chick in that I
don't think
equation?
I think
because
girls
with that, you could be dating somebody or trying to date somebody.
But I don't think you could be a side dude because I think girls cheat because they actually like the dude, and like guys cheat because they want to fuck the girl. Like I've never seen like dudes like, he's my side dude. Like maybe the guy that buys you shit, but you're not fucking him, and him. You got the guy that buys you shit, the guy that gives you rides, and you hear the other guy that's like the guy that you like, but he don't like you back.
The emotional one, the money bags, and the sex.
It's a messed up world.
But yeah, I think it's not as rare anymore though. But I don't think it's actually like titled like friends with benefits. I think it's more of like you just fucking around now. Because like before, I think it was more of like actively trying to be friends who were attracted to each other, but we're not trying to date each other. Now I don't think it's like that complicated anymore. They're just like, I can fuck her and leave and not feel bad because I'm a piece of shit.
Maybe it's an age thing.
It might be.
You know what I'm saying? Like at a certain age, you either choose, the friends with benefits path, or if you want to be like locked down.
Because I definitely had the one that worked, and then I definitely had the one where eventually the chick was like, "So like, what are we doing? Like,
where do we go from
here?" Yeah, I hate that. What are we doing? Like, can you just let the shit like happen organically and just let it
like
flow?
the Beatles and
Yeah, like
I never listened to the Beatles.
listen.
Should I listen to the Beatles? Like,
The
am I
Beatles,
sleeping on the Beatles?
I like
they
the Beach Boys more than the Beatles.
Okay, I fuck with the Beach Boys.
It's the vibe is cool.
But
Yeah, I have listened to the Beatles. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got, like,
So
probably
they don't have this.
Yeah.
No, they got like different sound. Like when they first started, they were very clean cut.
Yeah.
And then they started getting into like the psychedelic.
Yeah.
That's the shit that
Okay. I was just trying to make sure it wasn't gonna end up like the Tech Nine formula where it's like, oh, he is so tight. And I finally listened to him and it's just like, nah. Like I can't.
So while we kind of on this subject, why are girls considered hoes, sluts, whores, and we not? Cause I don't give a fuck.
It don't bother me.
I don't give a shit. But like, you know, in high school, beginning of college was always a big deal. Like, you're a hoe because you did this, and then, well, he did the same thing. Why he not a hoe? Because he's a guy. It's different. And then they go. That's a whole nother argument. And I don't
look at it like that no more.
I don't like you. I really don't like the words like that. I use that for like bitch. I'm not me calling a girl bitch. Not gonna do nothing. But that's when I want to call a dude that I don't fucking like. Like he's a fucking bitch. I don't. It's not a female word for me. Like
hoes are extinct.
If you having sex for money,
you look
you
like
might be a hoe.
You got something to say.
Oh no!
Hoes are extinct. If you try to call a girl a hoe right now, and like niggas going, it's like it don't hold the same weight as like calling a girl a hoe.
No, you know what's fucked up though? Be that dude that's mad at some chick, but man, she a hoe.
You
and then all those niggas gonna be like,
you can kind of anything if you just say okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, bitch ass nigga.
Okay.
Niggas don't know where to go. It's stuck and shit. But no, I don't know.
What makes a girl a hoe?
Like,
I don't know.
No, look. If you like look up like the definition of like hoe, slut, whores, all that shit, it's a girl who gets paid for money, or a girl who like actively fucks with a dude knowing that the dude is married, or shit like that.
It sounds pretty common.
Right. So if you out there doing it for money, you might be a hoe. You might be a slut. And I think it's they were like part of the definition of whore, slut is a dirty girl. Like they're dirty because they have all this sex for money and not use protection or whatever. But
okay, so I think the reason why like hoe is like a stigma on girls is because like women are supposed to be in the eyes of like humanity, like they're supposed to be the emotional ones, like the ones with the feelings and stuff. So when they start doing shit like men, it's like
they
like,
throw the fuck off.
Bro, you like you not like I don't know. I feel like they're trying to take away their I guess womanhood is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I feel like that's why they put that name on women. But like as far as dudes go, it's like we supposed to have no feelings.
Not you, but
yeah, not me, but
you know how motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I saw some quote on the episode. I'm in this internet. It was like a key that can open many locks is a master key, but what was it? I can't remember. It's like a keyhole or whatever, the pussy. That opens for any key is useless.
Say it again, one more time.
Dropping bombs.
Say it one more time.
I don't remember.
Like you said, the master key.
A master key that can open any lock is considered a master key.
Okay.
A lock that can be opened by any key is useless.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You don't get it?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my gong? Gong.
Rob the could put that in.
So on some sports shit, the Raiders, the Rams, and the Chargers all put in applications to move to LA. So I wonder what's gonna happen. Like LA, is it gonna be? It's already like LA, New York, Miami. So is it fixing to be LA.
Well, I don't know much about
LA, New
I don't know
York.
much about this shit, but I mean, Florida's the same. Well, never mind. It's all LA.
I mean, because the Rams were once in LA before, the Raiders once in LA before. The Chargers, I don't know if they were. But I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't fell off. I've fallen off in football. Like,
I just want to know why. Like, is it because like you think you'll make more money? I mean, I'm
sure there's more money. I'm sure there's more money in LA than there is Oakland.
I just don't. I feel like you gotta like. I don't know. Other states gotta have teams too. I mean, clearly they're making money. All these teams are making all this money. Like, why? Just you want more money? Is that what it is, or you just
maybe because LA is just beautiful.
It's all about the
right?
fan base, you know, and how big the city is, which would generate a certain amount of revenue.
It's already
how big. I mean, the population.
California's already got like three sports teams for every sport. Damn near.
Yeah, I don't see that too. Because if you move a team, right, the fans.
Is there enough fans?
Follow the team.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in LA gonna be like, oh, I'm rooting for the new team and shit now. All of a sudden,
I'm going for the Rams now.
Yeah, I'm an LA Rams fan now.
Like I don't get it. Like those cities can't be hurting for money that much to where
it's probably not hurting for money. They're probably going there because the opportunity for money.
That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be more of a turnout in LA than Oakland.
I don't know, man. I'm Oakland Raider fans. Is something crucial.
Yeah, when they leaving them.
That's stupid. I don't get it.
Stressed out.
That's like
a fucking.
I feel like that would lose you money because you're gonna move the team, but all the fans are like, "Fuck you, you gonna leave our city?"
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, there's a whole bigger city.
Like, yeah, but like you can't have.
Yeah, they already have fans.
Yeah, so you got the 49ers, and they got all these California. I know California's huge, but if you put 2 or 3 more teams over there, you can't spread the fan base that much.
What if they just pulling a LeBron? What if they just pulling a LeBron? Look, who's to say they weren't in LA longer than they was in Oakland or whatever? What if they just pulling LeBron coming back home?
I don't know, man.
No, he didn't get any.
I don't get it. I don't. But on the NFL shit, like they keep so.
Speaking of LeBron, I heard about Tamir Rice's mom hot at him.
No.
For not speaking up or saying some shit.
I don't know. I've been out of the loop like this whole week.
That's a whole subject.
I didn't get the whole story, but I just saw that she's hot because he was speak up.
LeBron ain't him specifically?
Yeah.
Why LeBron?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Why does it have to be him specifically?
Right. Maybe she reached out or something.
What if he said no?
Yeah, he was nah.
I mean, he has the right to say no.
Right. He looked like an ass, but you can say no.
Yeah, I mean.
But yeah, the NFL, I guess I don't know if they're reaching or there's nothing, no kind of scandal for them to talk about. But recently they've been talking about the gloves being too good. So no, this is what gets me right. They're saying, oh, all these one-handed catches were not possible years ago.
No, the difference is that these wide receivers of this generation train.
Yeah, and they're bigger.
Yeah, their hands are bigger. And if you sit and watch them practice, they're practicing on the jigs machine.
Yeah.
Where they, you know what I'm saying? They practicing with their damn hands.
Right.
They back practicing that shit.
And it's so
they didn't do that back then.
It's so funny because like you got these people that I guess work for, like one work for ESPN, a couple other ones, and they went out there. He was like, it's so easy to catch anything. So he has like some nobody throwing a football to him half-ass. He's like, see, I caught it with one hand. Okay, you got quarterbacks like I'm gonna use Michael Vick and Brett Favre because we all know they're throwing the equivalent of like a 95-mile fastball, breaking the receiver's fingers, and it don't matter what kind of gloves you got on. If he throws it hard enough, you still might not catch it, the glove or the no glove. Like it doesn't make any sense to me that like, is it almost cheating? Is it too much? No, it's not. These niggas is throwing the ball hard as fuck. Yeah, talking about their gloves is too much. Like
you too much.
I don't make no damn sense to me. So recently, Mayweather came out and said that combat sports they're still experiencing racism, and he was talking about that since he's one of the best of all time, that when he's cocky and talking shit, he's a villain. But Conor McGregor talking all this shit, he gets praised by it. Ronda Rousey fights 11, 12 girls. She's the best of all time. Layla Ali dominated the sport forever, and she got no praise really. And he's kind of like he's pissed.
That's the slander. Going back to the pilot episode, the very first episode. This is the slander you get for being a boring fighter. That's it. Boring.
You named a woman and a foreigner. Think about it. Irish. It's like when you see the white boy doing like black dance moves.
Like, oh,
it's like you hype him up. It's like that's what it was with like Rousey. That's the difference with Mayweather. It's like, yeah, nigga, we already know you cold. Like we already know you can do everything in the fucking book. But it's like when you see a woman like dominating. Or fucking a nigga that barely speak English, I guess.
If anything, if I was Mayweather, I would have been like, yeah, they used to talk about me like that. The first 3 years I was undefeated. Then they just got tired of talking about it. That sounds cooler than fucking.
Well, I think it's just because everybody was still. I mean, because everybody knows how Floyd is. He's kind of.
The thing about niggas stop talking about Silva. They got tired of talking about how good he was. That's how long.
But Silva didn't brag because they mentioned Silva in an article and they said Silva said something about he doesn't like McGregor because he does talk too much shit and does too many. I'm talking about not during the fight, but after, like before the fight, and all the little antics he did to try to get in people's heads and try to like make it a big spectacle rather than just like going out there and fighting. So I'm not entirely, and of course it sucks for Floyd because every time he says something, they kind of brush it off as like he's a joke type of deal.
As I say, you boring. He like Ronda. Look, people talk about Ronda because she dominated out all the girls till she got knocked the fuck out. Okay, first female, blah blah blah. Other than like Serena, and then McGregor. He's Irish. He's a fighting Irishman. He's cocky. He got tattoos. Yeah. And he looked cool. That's why they talk about him. Floyd, you boring.
He said you're boring.
Boring. I think part of what he was trying to say without putting it out there because he just used combat.
The Eminem rule. The only reason people are talking about them is because they're white in a black sport or a foreign sport.
Yeah, basically.
But I'm not saying like. He looked cool. He got the tattoos. He's fighting Irish.
Well, it's the same thing what the media does all the time. Like if black people protest, it's a bunch of thugs. If white people protest, they're like a group that got together with a meeting and they're doing this peaceful thing, and they'd be doing the exact same thing, but one group's thugs, one group's not. It's like all about the media trying to make the perception of black people look different. And I hate to bring that up because people get so mad and be like, it's not about race. It fucking is.
Do you think?
I don't think.
Do you think
it is? I'm telling you.
Do you think with Mayweather, it's the fact that he took like the gloating shit a step further, like even in his name, like his company, what
Money Mayweather,
money all the time. It's like they don't do that. They might say something here and there, but they not just the money team, like Money Mayweather, like. Maybe that's the reason why. Like
it do because you take like Johnny Manziel, his whole little thing was like, he scored, did some good. He was doing like this, everybody loved it, and then someone like Floyd do it, and like, oh, look at this guy flaunting his this, and it's like, and it's the thing. People say it's not a race thing, and it's only because we were born into this shit. We're born seeing this shit, so it doesn't seem like a race thing, but it's been a race battle since before we were born. Since before our parents were born.
I just don't take into account too with him, with his past as well.
Yeah, beat his wife or something.
Beating women and shit, like the way he treats. You don't hear none of that from McGregor or Rousey.
True.
At least not yet.
Because they've lost.
But
that probably factors into it.
Yeah, I think it's a whole bunch of things.
He's probably not a likable guy.
As well as her being a woman. And him being like a foreigner, you know what I mean? I think that plays a part. Like
I think that's the pioneers of like combat sports. I guess
they're not though.
Who?
Those two.
Ronda
for women because there was no women, but like if you think about pioneers in like combat sport like UFC, you're gonna think of like Randy Couture and Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz. He's not white, but
Gracie.
yeah. Well, he's Brazilian. But yeah, those type dudes have been. There was like Matt Hughes, George St. Pierre, like the legends in the sport, and like even Tito Ortiz when he was he got a whole bunch of flack for being like Conor. Like they hated him, everybody hated him. But then McGregor doing the same thing, but he's like, oh my God, he's so great. Like I don't get it.
He like The Rock, man. He just sells it better.
You got more. It's charisma, more charm. I mean,
I don't know. It's something like at certain points it seems like as a culture, like or society, should I say, that we root for the bad guy, but then there's another bad guy, and he's worse off than the other one because like El Chapo got arrested in Mexico yesterday, day before. Everybody's talking about free El Chapo. And you're like, this dude was like chopping people's heads off and kidnapping people. But then it's like he's being celebrated and shit.
This goes back to my point. He's boring. Chapo is entertaining. But it's entertainment.
He entertainment till you chop your girlfriend head off.
Yeah, but it's something you'd rather watch. You'd rather watch El Chapo getting arrested than a Mayweather fight.
Nah, being arrested boring.
I'd rather watch Bill Cosby and El Chapo getting arrested on replay than that Pacquiao fight. They just walked around in a circle.
But
every fight.
On like going off what you said though, as far as it being like boring, the Ronda story is new.
That's what I was saying. It would be cool for him to be like, they got tired of talking about how
the McGregor story is new, but seeing a young, flashy like nigga that's making it, it's probably like we've heard this song before, you know, to people, to other people. You know what I mean? Maybe I feel like.
But when he was coming up, he had all the lights and the flashes, way more than they did probably. So it's like I don't understand what his beef is.
Yeah. How long has he?
That's what I'm saying. Like they got tired of making you a headline. That is like he's like on the Jay-Z status of like fucking. They got tired of talking about me, but I'm still relevant.
No, and notice the thing though, he
wasn't done. Like
he wasn't
trying.
I don't think Floyd wasn't trying to bring any light to himself like that. He was just trying to say that like he sees it. I mean, I feel the same way if I was him. That like this guy's doing the exact same thing as I'm doing, but I get called all these names by all the media, and then this guy he gets celebrated and hoisted up on shoulders.
Michael Jordan would have also been bigger if he had Twitter and Instagram and all that with him too. You know.
Yeah, it's a different time.
Well, I mean, no, but they both Floyd and okay, like if you put
but
side by
McGregor's
side,
popping when Floyd's retiring. It's like Floyd's
he's
already past his prime
he's
twice.
already done, and McGregor.
He got Bob Costas. He got Bob Costas, and everybody else gets the whole world Twitter and fucking whatever.
I don't know. I mean,
that's a key ingredient to being a saltine. What?
Not really.
This whole man, we didn't have social media. We couldn't. I should
like having less than what's popping now, like we're lacking something, like an outlet.
Yeah, like it's like we can. Like, that ain't fair, man. They got Twitter.
No, that is definitely the key ingredient.
But on a random racist topic, did y'all hear about the militia like in Oregon?
That's what I'm talking about. Dudes? That's what I'm talking about. If they were black, they would be considered thugs.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
The government. They would have been shot the fuck up.
The government basically forcing them off their land or whatever, and they're like, we don't want to.
They took the government left, guns and shit.
They came back. It's a carry. What's it called? You can just carry.
Open
carry stay or whatever. Blah, 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 blah. They all take their guns in the building. The government will come back. They like, yo, we not moving, and then we got guns. And so the government don't want to go in there. I've heard through brilliant idiots that they were saying. Because if they go in there and they shoot somebody, then it's going to create stories and it's going to dig up dirt. And they're saying that it's a conspiracy why the government hasn't knocked this house over with 100 dudes in it. Because obviously they don't want some kind of dirt dug up or some shit. But what they're saying is if there's 100 black dudes in a building with guns in an open carry state, what will happen? Now I'm thinking like they're just gonna just drop a bomb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And I've never been one to try to.
No. But the article says 100 men occupy a building. That's what the article says.
But let it be black dudes.
And the dudes said
take over.
They said we are a militia.
They said squad.
Right,
the squadron in this.
They said we are a militia.
It don't make no sense, man. And I've never, like I said, I've never been one to like use my race as an excuse for any situation I've been in.
But you see it.
As far as like I can't do this, I can't do that. But I know it's an actuality. But I'm not gonna use it as an excuse for myself because I feel like if I whatever situation I'm in, I'm gonna use my brain to fucking work through it. I experience shit on a daily basis.
I hope one of these niggas like I know all these niggas ain't rap tight. I just hope one of these niggas is like fuck this shit. Just like pop one shot. It's a rap for all these niggas.
My question is though for you, Swole. What do you think? Like say they were like, yeah, we don't like Mayweather because he's black.
Right.
Like straight up. And when I say, now I'm not speaking like solely on just the Mayweather situation, but any situation where black people question like, oh, it's because he's black. If they literally came out like, yeah, it's because you guys are black. What do you think black people would like start thinking? Like, of course I want people to be like, okay, let's get our shit
They
together.
be like,
but I feel like
I fucking knew it. But
so then what?
But no, this
I don't think it's racist.
It is.
Well, okay, what do you think? If that was the case?
No, it's racism, dude.
But what do you? My question
everything like that stems from racism. Like if you put, like they do tests like that all the time where they had there was one I watched and they had these it was job interviews. So they have like identical twins come in separate days with different people get hired. And one person would be named like Brittany and one would be named like Tashonda, and then on their preconceived notion, the person would be like, I'm not going to hire this person. You know what I mean? And then, but they find out the person's white, they change the whole tune when they say, oh, Tashonda's a white person? Oh, well, I'm ready now. It's, you know, it's fucked up. Like,
so what do you, like, my question is though, if they admitted to all the shit people question as, is it racist? What would happen?
Maybe it'll wake some people to fuck up to like out of all the cultures, our culture is the most segregated in itself. Like you got like me and my grandma talked about this one day.
A lot of people don't know about Asians. A lot of Asians like Chinese and Japanese, I believe, don't really fuck with each other.
No, but like that, their culture is bigger because they have separate groups of Asians. So you can like around here, like the Laos community, they stick together like hell. Like help each other out if someone can't make it, and help people give people their people houses, jobs, cars. They open up businesses, they provide jobs for their culture. Hispanics do the same thing. We don't fucking do that.
What you just said is key to success.
Because we're American.
You just said it. The fact that like you see, like some Asian cultures like owning the nail shops. No, I'm not saying like I'm not trying to pigeonhole them and like put them in this. Yeah, but think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like nail shops, the Chinese spot. Everybody goes to these places, the spa.
The little markets and shit.
They own this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But what we worried about is going to those spots, getting fresh and eating food, and then that's it.
And I get part of it too.
Don't want to move past the phase.
The cool nigga.
I know part of it is that I don't know if people noticed it, but like if you ever worked in a warehouse and you got somebody from another country that comes over here, hasn't been there very long, they work harder than everybody because them being able to work a pretty decent job with good or pretty decent money, that's the American dream to them. You know what I mean? And
maybe they're more appreciative.
They are like
in it.
I know this dude come to work every day. He worked harder almost than anybody in the warehouse, and he worked another job, and he worked overtime anytime it's offered. And it's like, you the man. Like I
think it's just where you're born. Also, like I don't know.
Well, it's one of those things that
like you can't like the mind state of a person from like New York versus the mind state of someone from here. Like imagine growing up in New York, seeing all the buildings, seeing all the Lamborghinis and shit from like 10 years old, and then like growing up here, you see a Lamborghini at like 20 years old, you sitting here, you going crazy. So it's like to us, it's like you can do anything. And then it's like you grow up in New York, it's like, well, no shit, you can do anything. Like I see it every day.
And you know what's funny? That's funny.
I can work my way towards that every day.
It's funny you said that. Me and Danielle have this conversation about people from the South versus people from the West or the North or East. And I feel like people from the South, at least the majority, are more cultured than people from like New York or from.
Wait, say that again.
We're more cultured, worldly, because he had a conversation with a dude from New York, and he was like, I guess he lived.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
He lived here, and I guess now he lives in Kentucky or some shit. But he was talking about, man, I came to Nashville, and I expected to see people riding horses and overalls and shit like that. And I've heard that many times from people from California, from Chicago, and it's like, we know exactly what your cities look like when we go there and what to expect. But when y'all come down to the South, y'all expect us to be fucking like, hey, y'all. Like,
it's because we see them on TV all the fucking time.
I think they see us on TV. And that's the only thing
they see the perception of
all of these movies. Just think about how many movies have been filmed and shot in New York and LA and all that shit. It's always that damn near like 85-90% of what we see. TV shows, movies. What, Hell's Kitchen, New York. It's made up, but it's fucking New York.
It's
always New York.
Place.
Is it?
Yeah.
So we got.
Well, I don't think we have any.
Daredevil and
I just think it's weird though, because like I've never gone. I've been to probably about 25 states, and I've never like had this preconceived notion of the people from that state. When I went there, I knew their accents were going to sound different, but that's about all I thought. You know what I mean? Every hood is the same. You know what I mean? So you expect it like to look a certain way, but you never just like, oh, it's gonna be different up here because they're gonna be killing people. No, they're killing people everywhere. It really don't fucking matter. It's just weird that people actually think that. Like I remember going to Ohio.
I think that's solely for the South though. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
it is.
That's solely like how people view the South. But I would say like, especially like New York, LA, Miami, I would say them are like the most cultured places. Like I just came back from Miami.
Right.
It was more foreigners than anything. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the people, there you go, melting pot. Like people come there from different countries because those are the places they hear. You know, are booming.
That's what I'm saying. Like think of any like Marvel superhero movie.
And that's why I said the South.
What other than New York? Right. These fucking fights and all this shit take place.
Right.
Always fucking New York.
Like you think like Gotham, New York,
it's like based.
Yo, and why is
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to see Batman
like,
in Nashville.
shit like that.
I'm not trying to see Batman in Nashville.
No, it's not even that. Yo, why is Florida not considered the South though? You ever think about like people think of the South? They never bring up Florida. Like
you said,
when people like bring up the South, they never really just talk about Florida like it's a southern state.
Because it's so
they don't,
different.
Yeah, but you don't bring up New Orleans and shit.
It's like its own island.
New Orleans is southern as fuck. I've been there 3, 4, 5 times.
I mean, it's southern as fuck, but like
I think
it's like the South and then like New Orleans.
New Orleans is their own world.
Same with like Florida. It's like an island in a sense. Like you got these palm trees and just you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a different type of fucking world in those places.
Now can we finish this argument that me and you was having earlier this week?
And what's that?
That is,
can Drake get the Rousey kick?
Yes, Drake can get the Rousey kick.
Explain this real quick.
There's nothing to explain. Y'all have to explain to me why he can't. I don't understand why is it impossible?
For the listeners, this is what the conversation is. Basically, he I almost called you funny friend. This nigga thinks that Drake can be forgotten, basically.
Yeah.
Like he won't go legendary status.
I'm just saying he could fall off, man.
Fall off? What do you mean? What do you mean by fall off?
I don't see it, dude.
I told him.
You never see it.
So like,
but listen, this is my point. This was my argument. The fact that, like I always say, the realest shit lasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Drake has songs that don't talk about anything, but the nigga has songs that have substance. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when I feel like when it comes to substance, that shit's gonna last forever. Like Kendrick's gonna last. Like I don't want to just talk about rappers all the time, but
this is why I feel like Kendrick would last longer than Drake.
Why?
because you was talking about earlier about the like he could never get like Meek. We said Pusha couldn't never do none of that shit, right?
Right.
Like, didn't do that shit. But the thing is with Drake is like he has the biggest, largest fan base ever. But to me, like his fan base, the majority of them are those fans that sway. Like, but Kendrick's, yeah, but like Kendrick's fans are like they're not the sway type. Like,
so you telling me when To Pimp a Butterfly came out, all the Kendrick fans was down?
The Kendrick fans, yeah, the ones that listen, the ones that was screaming louder than everybody else were the ones that always scream louder than everybody else.
But the reason why you think that Drake's fans are more like that is because Drake has more fans.
And I'm gonna tell you why
that's more of what you see.
And why Drake
because I only know like YouTube.
Come on,
maybe. Well, wait, let me finish. I only know like YouTube,
no, fuck that.
Maybe Uwap. I only know like YouTube, maybe Uwap. I'm not sure about his Drake background, but like that say they fuck with Drake, but legitly have all the mixtapes, all the albums. They fuck like they listen to the shit, not just like the singles and like the bangers and shit.
You know what Drake won't fall off? Who buys more shit in America, males or females?
That's what I said. That's what I told him.
So the females are the reason why he's gonna be legendary.
No, I'm just saying that he will never fall off. He will
never. Anyway, I don't think
females are gonna rock with his
females. Fuck with Nelly too.
Yes, I don't think he won't. It won't be like music. It had to be something stupid like music.
Nah. Has Jay-Z ever fell off?
Jay-Z not stupid. I said he got to do something. I said he had to do something stupid, but it is definitely possible. I don't know. All it take. Look, all these episodes we've been talking about how
because of what he's done behind.
True, but with all these podcasts, we always talking about the savagery of the fucking generation, the savage this, savage that. Let Drake do some weird ass thing or get caught doing something weird or doing anything.
Listen,
and it's like niggas will turn. They will turn like if they really wanted to. I'm just saying. It's harder for him. It's harder for him, but it is possible.
Drake would have to like shoot a Pomeranian dog in the face to get, like fall off like that.
Yo, cause look at this shit. We're actually getting to
Jay-Z got beat up by a girl and nothing happened. Like no one even was like, "Oh, I don't fuck with Jay-Z." No, he just.
Yo, we are slowly watching Kanye fall off. We're slowly. Are we slowly not watching Ye fall off?
People were expecting him to.
Yeah, like
the hook.
No,
if he gave it
hook, you be done.
If he gave it the cover, see a man beater.
Yeah, you be done.
Right.
So why would he do that?
Like, he could have easily been like a reflex, and nobody would have flinched. We all know he's killed somebody before. Nobody cares.
Nobody's seen it. Same thing with the Ray Rice shit. Nobody gave a fuck until they saw that video.
Oh my god!
If Jay-Z would have came up with a 1-2 combo, he would have been rap. He would have been done, dog.
All the businesses would have dropped him. He would have lost all them.
Look how many things Kanye's done.
That's what I'm about to say. I feel like we're watching this nigga fall off slowly. Niggas do not care about none of this shit he's coming out with.
But his substance is gonna last. I don't think.
I'm not talking about substance, but like.
But that's. His name is still gonna live. Like basically, he's still gonna be.
But I'm saying that because people could easily say like Meek Mill. But people can say that people that look up to Meek Mill and like love Meek Mill.
No substance.
But I'm saying it might be substance to them, like whatever situation they're in. Like, because he always talking about he's standing for the street. Like
Kanye to act the way that he does. That's part of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Drake,
those Meek fans, they still there.
You know who Meek is? He's a little flip. He ain't gonna be around long. Exactly. Say that quiet, because y'all know I'm right. You see what happened when Lil Flip got in his little beef?
I never
disappeared.
But it's Lil Flip.
Lil Flip had he was making more money than everybody at the time.
But back then, everybody was making more money than everybody.
Lil Flip was on
until
everything.
The next album came out.
He was on everything.
Shingy was popping more than me. Shingy probably got bigger checks than me. You would have put Shingy in front of me or Nelly, like.
Yeah, Nelly's way better than me.
Biggest fucking thing at one
point. But he wasn't like barring up.
But he was a pop artist.
He made more money.
He was a pop artist after like a year. He wasn't like a rapper after that. When he made Sweat and Suit, You knew he wasn't the damn rapper.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Slick.
5.0 or some shit like that. Yikes.
He turned into Flow Rider before
Hey,
Flow
I
Rider.
will say Drake has never gotten that album tag though.
What you mean?
He's never gotten the
Critically acclaimed.
yeah, the critically acclaimed. Oh my god, that album.
Y'all want to say So Far Gone? Was that one?
Not an album.
Come on, like the
He
lines
did.
are blurred.
They did release
Not
it as
an
an album though.
The lines are blurred. What we talking about this
Yeah.
other
But
day?
we was listening
Yeah.
to it on the way to Florida that one time, and it was like kind of like.
But I'm not speaking solely for me. I'm saying like I feel like people were like So Far Gone.
Yeah,
dog.
but those are the those are the
Gone.
swayers that be like, yo, what's your favorite Kanye? That college drop, like it's the swayers. Every album at the college dropout is better, but like they either gonna say college dropout or My Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's it.
Oh my god.
That's all they say is the
You're
default
right.
ones, man. It's the default ones. And all the girls say
Oh,
their favorite
right.
one is
Yeah, I mean,
808s.
you
That's
put
all the
default
only
ass
one.
niggas. There's so many. This is default as fuck. Generic.
It's another thing we was talking about.
The nigga can
So,
fall off.
Outside.
My theory is anybody can fall off. Nobody's fucking
Yes.
safe.
Nobody.
But I
And
feel
you're not
like-
gonna and you're not gonna see it coming. You can't fathom it in your mind.
you can't
You
tell me.
can't fathom
you
it
cannot
in your
tell me.
mind because it's nowhere in sight.
If
Yeah.
views from the
Yeah.
six,
Anybody can fall off.
if
So you
views
talking
from
about-
if views from the six is mediocre. I
Even
mean,
if it ain't after
somebody
that.
looking like, I mean,
Even if it ain't after
But
that.
you know what's crazy?
But you can never see it
I
coming.
don't
Raise
think, I don't
your
think,
hand
I don't-
if you think Views for the Six has any fucking chance to be mediocre.
Look, we're saying possible, man. We don't know what's coming out. You know what I will say? I will say if you're reading this is too late was probably I don't think that was his strongest performance. He got a bunch of chants on there, dude. You got that compared to Nothing Was the Same. Nothing Was
Yes,
the Same
Nothing
has
Was the
way
Same.
more. Like, so I'm saying, like, if he makes one, like, if you read this is too late or below, it's not gonna look too great.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because
fandom.
What a Time did not get the
Because
best.
if you go somewhere,
That's what y'all have the ability to separate your fandom.
Yeah,
No, I am.
Separate the look.
Separate
Look,
the
look,
fandom.
you love What a Time to Be Alive, but the reality is, I like it too. But the reality is, it's not been talked about. Like it's
I'm gonna let y'all know the
It's-
difference.
I'm not
between
like-
me and-
my
I'm gonna let y'all know the difference between me and y'all.
Oh my god.
What a Time to Be Alive is not popping when you in the house.
What a Time to
I
Be
mean,
Alive
I
is
be
not
in these
popping because
streets, huh?
nobody's talking about it.
No, you're tripping. I hit
Nobody's
Jumpman
talking
almost every time I walk
What other
out.
song?
Jersey.
What other song?
that
Digital
is
Dash.
that is a big.
Live from the
What I'm
gutter. I'm the plug.
Listen, what I'm referring to is the fact that Views from the Six is not out and you already like it.
My thing is, I'm just going off the fact that
Are you not supposed to though? 'Cause
people,
I'm
people
saying, but if I'm a fan of somebody, I'm gonna give it a listen. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
just say I like it just
Yeah.
because it's my.
I'm a buy
But
it.
no,
matter
I
what.
respect
I'm not gonna say I like it.
the
already
nigga's
like it.
artistry. Like the fact that this nigga, I can't name a lot of dull shit from this nigga. That's why I believe in this nigga. Like I'm not a finicky fan. Like
Even if it's trash,
it's
Niggas
not
ain't
gonna
gonna
be
get it.
trash though. It's not
niggas not gonna. But it don't matter what's on there. You gonna like it.
Bro, no, like if I
Because
know
you
it's
can
gonna
put on a
sound
song in
good.
the same word 8 times and
Alright.
niggas is gonna like it.
If it come out and I'm like,
But it's a
damn,
really big ring.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I mean, I feel like
But no,
there's always a song or two on the album. Or
Yeah,
something you like
yeah.
that you're like,
But I feel like as a whole,
but as a whole, yeah.
I'm not saying that I was bad. I'm just saying it's possible. That's all. I'm not saying I really think he's gonna stay around probably just as long as Jay. Probably I don't think he'll be around as long as Jay, but he'll be around for a while.
So do y'all see yourselves 20 years from now being Drake's saltine?
that shit, maybe. Probably.
I already know.
He ain't do it like Drake.
Real, like, but nah, like I feel like he found what everybody wants, dog.
No, I feel like as a Drake fan and a Kanye fan, you can't. If you're one of those fans now, you can't be a saltine because you already been drugged through the mud for being a Kanye fan. And when Drake came out, you was getting drugged through the mud because he a sensitive ass nigga.
I got
And then
clowned
if you,
for liking
if,
Drake.
that's what I'm saying. Out of all them
My
arguments, the
uncle
saltiness
clowned
is
the
gone,
fuck out of me.
washed away.
You think Drake better than da-da-da? I was like, yeah. So what you talking about?
Better than wise
Get out,
intelligence.
get out my car.
Like the chosen one.
the same way, like we were just talking about Rousey and McGregor.
Oh.
It's new. We ain't never heard nothing like this nigga before.
That's new.
And I tell you what he's smart at, which I said before, is that he has mastered social media. He's always relevant, whether it's like him posting a fucking picture of fucking him, Wayne, Baby, Mac Main at a fucking party and putting 16 as the fucking little the word under the picture.
Caption.
The caption. Get the word.
My nigga get old.
These niggas was like Complex did a video talking about what does it mean, and then somebody else did a video about what does this picture mean? Are Wayne and Baby still back together again? Are they cool? What does the 16 mean? You know what I mean? So this nigga has mastered the subliminal, whether it's a shot on a song, if it's a picture, if it's a video. You know what I mean? So I think he's mastered a way of staying around even if people think he's gonna fall off. And the fact that he's fucking got his hands in a whole bunch of shit that we don't know everything. You know what I mean? But with Apple, Jordan.
Another thing, he had a chance to see how all the niggas that was hot fell off.
Yeah. And are still falling off.
I would hope he would get smarter and be like, okay, I'm not doing that.
He witnessed Wayne start drowning.
Make better shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, think about it. I feel like we got to the time where people are like, the top artists are kind of like, okay, I know what needs to be done, so I don't end up where Nelly's at.
No, I don't believe that because all them
arrested in
niggas that was making real music
all before that shit. Right.
But all them niggas that was back then that was making music, they either like on drugs, they spent all their money, or their music just sucked. Like,
so you saying we got smarter artists?
Stand the test.
No, I'm saying they're like you said, like yeah, they fucking whatever they present.
If you go back and listen to like a Nelly album, all I hear is like some weak ass like hi-hats with some fake ass tone. Like these stupid ass sounds that did not make it to the fucking 2000.
But you know what?
I will say that's why like Ludacris don't have that like dusty tag because he's still like Ludacris. He old, but it's still like he don't get the Shingy tag.
It sucked though because
he don't get the little flip Shingy, Nelly, Ja Rule.
It sucked though because when I hear Ludacris songs now, I don't want to listen to them.
I don't click the link.
I don't click nothing.
I'm not saying I'm gonna click on it, but he don't have the Nelly.
I'm just saying it sucked though because Luda, I was like a hardcore Luda fan, and then now it's like
because he chose another route.
Can I just say this?
He's beyond music.
Can it?
Yeah, he chose a different route.
Outside of like the mechanics of like the music industry, can we just say some niggas got it and some niggas don't?
Oh yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Like period. Like and you know,
Ray J. Hard.
I just feel like you look at
one wish.
You look at like
Brandy.
You look at like Pharrell, like perfect example, dog. This nigga was around before all the niggas that fell off.
He's been around since like 98, 99.
Like
right before that.
Cause there's always something bigger, better. You gotta reinvent.
But I feel like some niggas got it, some niggas don't.
Speaking of this year's music, we got a Kanye West album coming out this year. We got a Drake album coming out this year.
Yeah. We're supposed to have a Drake album coming out like 3 times.
Wiz Khalifa album coming out this year.
Detox.
The Kendrick and Cole maybe album.
An article here about whatever happened.
J. Cole album. Lupe's album.
Where are you seeing this at?
Lil Wayne's album. Future album.
Such as sources like this.
Yeah, where you seeing this
T and Big Sean. I don't want to say.
Oh, okay.
It's on the world starting.
I mean,
I saw it last night and I was like, oh, okay.
Man, listen, so these niggas just be dropping albums.
February, Kanye and Drake supposed to be dropping.
They
don't know.
Yeah, like people just be dropping albums.
Especially
like whenever it comes,
it's gonna be. It could be tonight, damn it.
All right.
It could be right now.
And I please everybody go if you want a good laugh, go look at fucking Post Malone's video before he had his little White Iverson hit. What was his name on there? Like Leon the Chino.
Yes.
And with his little bitty ass cut off Daisy Duke shorts.
Say what you want, but I'd rather be Post Malone right now. With my money.
He got any money?
He got money.
I don't know, man.
You don't think he got money?
He performing in the living room with the Kardashians.
Well, listen, the thing though. A lot of these artists, they be talking about who they signed to. They be talking about they broke. They ain't got no money yet.
I feel like Post Malone has a.
You get that advance check. You got money, but it's not your money. You got to pay that shit back before you actually make any money.
I'm sure he has money.
Because I know somebody like him probably signed a contract. He didn't seem very.
Well,
but you don't know though.
I know. I was saying somebody look at him seems like he would because he doesn't seem very like industry savvy.
But these niggas get everything for free anyway.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got the most money, but get everything free.
Yeah.
The fuck that makes sense?
Is there a walking billboard?
The fuck does that make sense?
Yeah. No, like
it makes sense because one picture could be taken and the whole world sees that shirt on Instagram.
And it promotes and it sells. And it's like,
yeah, they said, what was it? Kylie makes like 30,000 an Instagram post.
Probably
30,000 Instagram posts.
LeBron makes $30 million a year annually for the rest of his life.
Like,
that's some bullshit.
I hate money. My name's Money Print.
So,
real thing.
How do y'all feel? I guess it's a little more serious. How do y'all feel about suicide?
Suicide. I can see why people would do it.
You need to do something right now. You need
to drink the Kool-Aid. No, like okay. Over this past 2015 year, I've had at least 5 or 6 people tell me that they tried to kill themselves, or they almost did, or they thought about it, and it's like.
On a serious note, though, have y'all ever, like, even in the slightest?
This is my thing. I understand why they would want to do it.
I don't.
Not like not saying their situation is hard or easy or whatever. But I understand the thought of somebody like saying this world is bullshit. I ain't trying to be in it. I'm finna end it. But I love myself. I like living.
I love myself.
You've never had a suicidal thought?
Nah.
I had plenty.
I've had thoughts of like, no, you know what it is? My thoughts are more killing everybody else than suicide.
I have those thoughts too, but small like.
Don't look at me crazy like that. Like you want to body somebody.
Yeah.
Why do you want to body yourself?
You want to body that old ass nigga in Florida when you tried to run me over?
I don't want to body him.
I just want to drag him.
I want to body that nigga. Nah.
I want to take the nigga in that car, fuck him like that.
Yeah.
Open the door.
I
want to body that nigga at the crab place we went to eat. That nigga kept fucking with me, that waiter.
That was funny.
Body him?
Yes, nigga.
I wouldn't body him.
Like, I would body that nigga.
Okay, look, RKO.
This nigga catching the uppercuts into his face as a whole.
Body him?
Yes. Don't shoot nobody like that. Nah, fuck that.
My body with an RKO.
He was trying to pump me in front of all them people.
When nobody paying attention.
Shit. I was paying attention.
For real, how does shit get that bad to the point where you want to body yourself?
Body.
It's a simple fact. Like you don't want to be here, so how do you not be here?
You're just man. It's a dark place, man.
Like whoever, and all the people who told me they went through that shit. Like I'm glad you're still here. Specifically, and I understand. Just don't do that shit.
I feel like black people specifically don't talk about their feelings.
Nah, niggas gotta be hard.
That shit is stupid, though. Like,
I don't know what. I'm hard all the time. I gotta pause. What if I'm in like a brothel or something?
But you said all the time.
All the time. We ain't talking this nigga.
All the time. I'm in a brothel. See me with the ones.
This nigga just sees invisible naked women we don't know about.
Shit like that is what make a nigga want to commit suicide.
They clown you.
They clown me. First broadcast, it's live, like worldwide shit, but they want to clown me on that.
They have another way to deal with
what? Drugs?
Nah, that's the
you promoting fucking heroin and shit.
You promoting obesity. You want them to eat themselves.
You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with this dude? Eat themselves.
I mean, look, man.
Like, it's just a dark path.
There's easier ways to handle this shit. I mean. Go fucking smoke some weed. Go fucking take a long ass walk. Go fucking play with some puppies.
Yo, they say they just start doing nice stuff for people and shit, and then like it makes you feel.
But you gotta
hang out with a bum who's got it hard.
Yeah, like you gotta think people's perception is way different than like yours. You know what I'm saying? Like
what Chris Rock saying?
Like other people look at like death as like a, you know what, I'm gonna be in a happier place. That's what they told me when I was, you know what I'm saying, younger, when my granny died, you know what I'm saying? So it's like their perception of the shit is like different.
Yo, the low key only like one of the main reasons I never did it, or like actually like super went with it, is because like, I was scared I was gonna get reincarnated as like an ant or some shit and be just like,
you know what?
The life of an ant is ill though.
You ain't gotta think. You strong as shit.
Yeah, you
strong as fuck.
These little swords.
Hey, and you got.
Look though, what if you can take that past knowledge that you had on this world to know they're like,
okay, so when I see an Air Force One, I know I ain't got much.
So if I see somebody in the, you know what I'm saying, somebody walking, I need to get low.
Yo, if I see a boot, I know I got like.
Yo, what is it? I wonder what we look like to them, because they said that since they're so small, they see us on a cellular level almost. So I wonder what the hell we look like to them, like Titans, like
tornadoes.
Yeah.
Yo, animals are brave. Like if I was like a dog, first of all, we scared of something that's like the size of a tire.
I think that all the time.
I end up talking about fucking animals.
I don't know, but I think it's courageous of a dog to just look up and you only the size of like. You come up to like my knee and you still trying to attack me.
You're more than one person.
If I see, look, racial, like sorry, not racial. What's the fucking ratio? The ratio. When you check the ratio of like a human to like a dog, and you flip it, and we looking up like the size of a house. Just like
if it was a dog like the size of us, and we
I tell her all the time, like, why you scared of that spider? What's a spider? It's as big as a penny. Step on it. You got a big ass foot.
I don't like feeling the
crunch.
You
got a shoe on. Step on that.
I don't like feeling the crunch.
Like, I don't like feeling the crunch if I gotta like do it with my hand, but my foot, I don't give a fuck.
Yo, so I'm saying, like, when you get popped by like a sniper, you think like you like in the bushes and shit, right? And you just like, oh shit, I'm in heaven. What the fuck happened? Like, you just got popped. Like, do you think you know you died?
That's probably the worst way to go, because you're like, yeah, man, I was
right, like. What happened? No, that's so crazy.
No, and you know what? I always think what happens like after you die, and I hit this block, like my mind won't let me go that far because it's fucking terrifying of not knowing what's after that. Because it's just like emptiness, gone, like everything. I can't fathom that shit. So I just don't even. I can't.
Quit corrupting the minds of America. Well, change the subject.
So how do y'all feel about farmers?
They're needed.
Exactly.
Why is there?
Because okay, so lately.
What do you mean? Lately, like they're not necessary.
Lately, I've been looking more into like the foods I eat, and not necessarily trying to eat like super healthy, but just kind of looking like what's in there. And recently, I discovered through different articles and posts by doctors, videos by doctors, they're saying that like high fructose corn syrup is in a lot of the foods we eat. And when we eat it, our body doesn't register it as anything because it's a chemical and it's not natural. So it stores a lot of it as fat. And so it's not saying that you can't eat that stuff. It's just saying that don't eat a whole bunch of it because you're just going to be obese. So, they say a lot of things that we eat, like yogurt, wheat bread, cereal bar, stuff like that you think are pretty healthy, have a lot of that in it. And so it's like, so it's one of those things.
90% on the shelves is the first three ingredients is high fructose.
Yeah, so a lot.
Yeah,
so lately,
look, if you read the ingredients, that's first. That's they use that the most.
Exactly.
It's going from the most
to the least.
So if whatever's at the end is the least ingredient.
So I've been checking my foods when it comes to like combined bread. I make sure it doesn't have it in there. Yogurt, make sure it's zero everything. And things of that sort, and trying to eat just more like real food, like a lot of like fruits and just meats and whatnot. But there's so many people in the world, and I think that's why they're doing that, using additives, because they're trying to stretch the food rather than grow more. So I think that they should kind of push being a farmer more for kids, because if you start somebody up young, tell them something, they're going to believe it when they grow up. And they might sway a different way eventually, but you know what I mean? Like say they teach you Spanish when you're a kid, you're going to know it when you get older. because your brain's like a sponge when you're a kid.
That's kind of scary to think about that.
Right.
That sounds like
Brainwashed,
some concentration.
somebody that's in the KKK and shit.
Right.
Brainwashed.
So I feel like they need to push it more. Like they make it, because I guess when people think of farmers, they just think of like things you saw in movies, and they're country as hell, and they live on this.
They ain't gotta be like that.
And it don't. It don't have to be like that at all.
So you gonna be a fresh ass farmer?
Yo, I want to see like.
No, this is the crazy part.
I want to see like if niggas. I want to see like if niggas all became farmers, like how fresh the farmer is.
Look, you have
Lamborghinis out of the
your
farm.
initials in the cornfield that you don't.
You got
So many gang signs in the cornfield.
Lamborghinis with Jeep tires and shit.
But listen, the thing though,
Yeah, with fucking sitting on 26.
There was an NFL player this year. He didn't sign his contract and took his money he made and became a farmer so he could help feed his community and whatnot.
We need farmers,
and we really
Tyson
need them because
I
know some girls like personally that like grew up on farms or their parents did some kind of farming and they are beautiful.
Technically,
so it's like
technically you could. I mean.
Gucci crop circles.
I mean, all the food is real food. It's just like stretched.
So I'm saying they keep adding stuff in, like watering down Kool-Aid or something. Like, oh, it's still red. You just gotta add more sugar to taste it. You know what I mean? Like, because farming is slowly just like dwindling, and
we're not good.
And
yeah, but look, that's gonna turn into like some like resistance movie Terminator.
And we're gonna end up.
It's gonna be like, look, it's gonna turn into like your kid's gonna be born. Niggas gonna take your kid.
They just
take it to the farm camp.
Like loaves of like gelatinous trash.
Yeah,
protein.
That's what's gonna be eventually.
Oh, it looks so fucking nasty.
Look, I'm telling you, look, it's gonna get to the point when your baby is born. They're gonna take your kid in the farmer camp. He can be like, he's farmer. He's gone.
So what do y'all think about all the Macy's stores closing? I heard about it yesterday. Apparently, the internet is killing a lot of these stores, or it's not necessarily killing. It's just kind of like it's pointless for us to have these stores, so we'll just have a warehouse or something like that, or one store in like big cities, and then everything else just be online.
Everything's going
so
up.
Everything, Amazon, with the 2-hour delivery, when they pick up your groceries or whatever. And they send drones.
2-hour delivery, what that at?
Here. You got it here.
How much extra?
You have to pay the driver like a tip or whatever, so it's a little extra. But I guess if they're ordering,
Prime.
Yeah, you have to have Prime, so that's $100 a year, and then pay a little extra cost. But so I'm guessing that if you order like a stuff in bulk, like order like a whole bunch of shit, it's not gonna notice it as much. But if you just want to order like a 2-liter soda, it's gonna be like $5 probably. So
about to be lazy, fat.
I'm saying, and I do sometimes like if I'm like, man, I just need to like go clear my mind, but I do need some shampoo or something. I'm gonna go walk around the store for an hour and a half. Like I kind of enjoy it sometimes. Kind of people watch and pick up the shit I need at the same time, and then see things that I didn't know existed, and they're like, ooh, let me try that. But now, like,
motherfucker, can you buy that?
What you don't like? It's really getting to like. We're not going to have to leave the house at all except to go to work. But eventually, robots going to take over everybody's job, and we're not going to have any work. So I don't know what the fuck's fixing to happen. But it's been Macy's, one of the biggest stores, is going to be dipping. And Gap, they said the Gap is going to, what the fuck is fixing what we're going to have left?
Nothing. The internet.
It's crazy.
When's the last time you bought clothes from the store?
Plunder.
Only thing I buy from the store, like clothes-wise, is jeans and drawers and socks and wife beaters and shit like that.
I wonder where the word drawers originated from.
I don't know.
Drawers? Is that what is that the name?
Probably.
Black people just turn them into
drawers.
Draw.
But like shirts and whatnot, I'm usually on like Plunder, Carmelou, Jack Threads. I do order stuff from Tilly, so I guess I could get it from the store, but I order it online because I'm not driving all the way to Upper Mill because it's always fucking crowded and I ain't feeling it.
It's Macklemore's fault. Why Macy's shit?
Damn.
Nah, that's the
you can get anything you need. You can get fresh and good.
Yo, I almost want to be like irresponsible.
No, it's hard for me to get fresh and Goodwill because I got big shoulders and shit, and everything's like either really big, or like y'all niggas?
Nigga, that's what a tailor is for.
Like,
you build a tailor, especially if you're trying to.
no,
Blazer game.
like Blazer, yeah. I can see
Blazer
that.
game.
But hell,
Get that shit
me and
tailored.
Zamboni went one time, and I was trying to Blazer, and this shit was tight. All of them was tight as fuck.
Look, but have you been measured though? When
Nah.
you getting in the Blazer game, you gotta get measured. You gotta get your chest measured. All that shit, and then they give you a size.
Get my
Get your
Joseph
size.
A.
You
Bank
can
on.
get it tailored to whatever the fuck
You
you want.
007.
You can go anywhere and get measured for free.
Nah, you right.
Free ski.
So recently, Obama was in the news. He was talking about gun control, and he started to weep when he was thinking about like all the people who got killed, and Sandy Hook kids got killed. And Fox News proceeded to and a lot of other news stations, but Fox was one of the biggest ones that got noticed. But proceeded to say that they're fake tears, and it was one woman he probably had an onion by him, all this bullshit. Right. One person from Fox did tell her yo, you need to not say stuff like that because people are not gonna take it serious. And then my thing too is they were like, where was these tears when the thing happened in Italy? First off, the things he mentioned were Americans, and he lives in America, so that's why he felt a little more strongly. Because I watched there's Jerry Seinfeld has a show he does, and it's called
Seinfeld?
No, comedians in cars drinking coffee, and he went to go see Obama, and they drove around his little Corvette, talked a little bit, went and drank coffee in the little the White House cafeteria, and he was asking all kind of questions and stuff, and Obama was like, if you want to be president, you really need to love this country and need to ask yourself every day, am I doing this for the right reason? If you're doing it for power, celebrity, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You got to really love this country to be president. And and they're not going to say it, but he's probably the best president we ever had because he's the only president who's had to deal with social media as well as being president at the same time. So literally every single thing he does is under a microscope. He steps off a damn plane and any kind of weird way is news. He fusses the toilet too many times is news. He eats a cheeseburger from McDonald's, it's news, you know what I mean? So every single little thing he does under a microscope.
Come at you, right?
I don't give a fuck.
You know why? Because saying he's the best because of social media.
No. I'm not saying because of social media. I'm saying that
he has to deal with it, though.
He has to deal with it, yeah. Because other presidents, they could do dirt and nobody would know unless it got leaked out. Everything he does, as soon as he steps out the White House, there's cameras everywhere, and it gets posted instantly by people, by the media.
If anything, I would say that would cause him to try to be more.
That's the thing. But that's the thing, though. I feel like most presidents that are older than ones before him who started being a president older, at a older age, they would crumble under that kind of pressure. And he's adapted. His wife's adapted to okay, social media thing, so we're gonna use it to our advantage. I'm gonna tweet about my speech. I'm gonna go dance with these kids. I'm gonna go be on these shows because I know they're trying to get into the minds of the young people as well as the old people are gonna listen regardless of this politics. And they have been able to get the younger generation to kind of pay attention a little bit because they are kind of hip to what's going on rather than saying I'm president and you just do what I say.
I don't know. I don't want to say he's the best because that.
And he's done. Facts wise, he's done a lot of things. Yeah. You know what I mean? Created jobs, killed Osama, and whatever else.
I think about presidents back in segregated times and stuff like that. That had to be a tough ass, you know what I mean?
But Obama's had to deal with that too. You know what I mean? We've damn near had race wars the past year and a half.
And but not as far as
not as far as you got we've had what three different cities that had riots where they're burning shit down, burning up buildings. You got one city that happened to be the city that he's from, crime rate goes sky high. You know what I mean? So it's been a lot. And
how do y'all feel about that statement?
What's that?
It's him saying Obama might be the best simply because. I mean,
I want to say he's the best because a bunch of shit happened and he had to deal with it.
Yeah, like
no, okay, look at this.
But then again,
do you not think that if social media was around when Clinton was around, Clinton would have been gone a long time ago?
I mean,
fucking with Monica. There's no telling how long he's fucking with Monica. He just happened to get caught. But it would have been speculation beforehand of like, there's some woman named Monica Lewinsky always with the president for some reason. Oh, she's here. Oh, she tweeted a picture of his clothes while she in his bedroom.
She wouldn't be tweeting shit if she was in the White House just taking pictures.
She shouldn't have been sucking a nigga dick either.
But at the same time, they ain't finna just let people just be taking selfies all through the White House.
People do that all the time, though.
Yeah, and probably like the public areas. Like, yeah, in the public areas, you know what I mean?
People do stupid things every day.
Put it like this: if Obama had to go somewhere where no one could see, the internet could probably shut down for about 5 minutes for no reason, and be like, "Oh, it's back up. We don't know what happened." And it's just like they could do anything they want.
And what president has had to deal with the fact that people don't only hate you because of your party, but because of your race too? No other president has to deal with that shit, and still be able to do their job effectively.
Man. He knew the job was dangerous when he took it.
But that's how you know what you hear. That's not to do with perception of the people and how the job he's done, though. He knew what the job was, but if no other presidents had to deal with as much pressure as he's had to deal with his term ever,
like
in the history of being president.
You're speaking on like the race thing, but what I hear more often than not is fucking. He's not even like he's like 20%, 2% black. I hear that more than anything.
Oh yeah, but people are gonna consider him black. If you have any kind of like melanin tint, they're gonna consider you black. You could be 80% white, but then 2% black. If you look black, you got black hair. He's black. That's what the cops do. That's what the government does. That's what schools do. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't like this whole like racial thing because it don't.
You try to brush it off, but you can't brush it off.
I'm not brushing it off because it's like the same argument with like Eminem or something. It's just like you can say he's the best because he's the best white rapper that could stand up against or like withstand, the time longer than like Vanilla Ice or some shit. But then it's like Obama is like he's the first he's the first one that could have any racial.
No, you can't use Eminem and Obama just because Eminem. If you compare
everything you're saying, I could honestly say the same in an argument. I actually been in an argument.
No, what I'm saying is though, you can't compare Eminem to other white rappers because the lyrical content and music quality is different.
Comparing Obama to the president.
Right, but okay. So what I'm saying is, you take if you took everything every other rapper's done, had to deal with, and then Eminem's, they're gonna have more than Eminem because Eminem is predominantly white in a black culture, but he's still white. So in the public's eye as a whole, he's better because he's a white dude. Obama has been where politics in general. It's predominantly always been white dudes and like 5% black, maybe less than that. And he not only won, he's like done a good job and had to deal with all the scrutiny and everything else on top of that and been successful.
I don't know if you can say that because if you put, let's say Clinton, if you want to put like greatest of all time.
You can't use Clinton because he didn't do the whole term.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, but you're saying you could use Clinton or I don't know. I don't even know any other fucking presidents. I don't know. It's Clinton and put him in this term and like substitute him.
The only person,
like, who's to say he wouldn't handle it better than Barack?
The only person who might be better than.
But what are you basing it off of though? Like
all the
catastrophes that
all
happened?
All the presidents.
Well, technically, Bill was because he had the best economy rate and all that shit when he was in office.
Yeah, but Obama's had to deal with the rise in population because from then we are a population that's rose by the billions, and so it's more people, and he still created a job boom.
Well, what if Clinton was holding off on the population growing, and that's why the economy like went up, and that was best for the country? What if Obama's just
let
everybody in?
If every president, like, okay, let's say Clinton was doing the same thing that Obama's been doing, right? So every president after Clinton, they would be better than Clinton because the population rose and they created this. But he has the asterisk of him not doing the whole term because the Monica thing. And the only person that I say could be better, I mean, not better, but the closest Obama is like FDR because he served 3 terms because he was that good that I wanted him back again. No other president's ever done 3 terms. It's not even a thing. You can't do it no more. But he did.
I don't know.
I'm into politics a little bit, so I know a little bit.
I'm just looking at the fact that maybe I'm like naive to the shit, but has Obama dealt with anything like economically like that could have tarnished us? Like, you know what I mean?
No, he had to help restructure the job market because people were losing jobs, and then so the increase in jobs, like I guess in the U.S. has rose by like 30% or 20%, something like that.
Like, what I'm trying to say is, has he dealt with a twin tower?
Yeah, all the shootings that's been happening over his whole.
But Bill also had like. Wait, it was Bush. Was it Bush or Clinton at the combo?
Clinton. No, wait,
I don't know.
I can't remember that. But like Obama's had Virginia Tech, Sandy Hook, all these police shootings the past year and the year before that. The Oregon thing. There's been numbers and numbers of all these mass
shootings. But you can sum all that up to just gun control. That's one thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's just one thing though.
Yeah, that's gonna be his legacy. He's trying to control that right now. And there's something that he has like a good like.
Lucky that shit loose as hell though.
What exactly did he do?
I just know about Obamacare.
Oh, he said that
gun
like,
control.
he had a gun control speech he was talking about, and he said there's 3 or 4 different things he's gonna do to help gun control, and he got real serious about it and said this is fixing to happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. That's gonna be the end of it. He said,
what being able to be.
He said if you like mental background checks for people that can buy guns.
See, I don't think that's gonna help though, because if you got a criminal, they don't give a fuck about legally getting a gun. They're gonna get it one way or another, like whether they're supposed to have it or not.
But I think it's the fact that there's some people who can get a hold of the gun, and it's gonna help too on who can be a police officer too. If he's not a stable person, you can't be a cop because you're just gonna fucking shoot people.
Nah, because all they're gonna do is they're gonna get one dude. All the time is one dude in there to get that gun and just serve the community.
Well, look, listen, I'm just trying to be optimistic about it because you can put the holes in every fucking situation ever invented in history, but you got to be able to see like this could possibly change this. This could possibly change this. And not just say, well, somebody's gonna do this.
Yeah, but you can't say he's the best president of all time because he went through the most shit.
I'm saying he went through the most shit and prevailed. Is what I'm saying. Most of these presidents want shit.
What's your definition of prevail?
Being able to.
The economy's not as good as it's ever been.
It's better than it was before he got the presidency.
Well, I mean, anything is better than Bush after he fucked everything up. And
not necessarily. There's been presidents worse than Bush that were before him.
Well, I've heard everybody talk about how shitty Bush is. I've heard everyone talk about how great Clinton was before him. Yeah, because it was a good economy boom when Clinton was in term. But and part of that doesn't have to do with him. It happened to do with the president before him because a lot of stuff gets put in motion before the next president, and the next president has to kind of like take it and cultivate it and then make it their own. This is why like that. I don't know. I'm just looking at the metaphor, like the analogies in my head. It'd be like if like Jordan's not better than Kobe because he didn't go through that rape charge and have to go through all those trials. Like he didn't go through the same path.
No, but I'm not.
And prevail. I'm looking at better.
I'm looking at the stats too, but the fact that there's more added. What's the word I'm looking for? Variables, and to where you could fail, and you did better.
But you know why you could say that? Because of social media. You could see.
No, that's what I said.
But there could be different variables that he had. That's
but the thing but the thing too though is that all these tragedies that were him by now that he has to deal with
that we can all hear about, not just the local towns.
They were still going on back then though.
But only ones that was popping would get on the news. Other than that, only the people in the local towns of Sandy Hook or whatever, maybe the close states around him would hear about it.
All these things that were are like these tragedies, they all would have been on the news anyway. They're huge. Sandy Hook's huge. It's little kids getting shot. News gonna put it on there. Virginia Tech, school getting shot up. It's gonna be on the news. You know what I mean? The Baltimore shit, that would be on the news. It's fucking a lot of people. When it's a lot of people, a big tragedy, it's gonna be in the news regardless. And he's had more than 10 of these things happen.
So it's not gun control.
But it's not. You're not saying it's the fact that these things are happening.
But that's one variable that you're giving.
It's the fact that in social media,
right?
The way he's viewed in social media could be like.
I don't know.
Because this is my thing too. Okay, let's say me and you work the same job, right? And you were before me. Now, if you had 5 people doing really good, and then one doing bad, but the one guy brought your whole team down, and I have less and do better, who are they gonna say is better? The person who had less and.
But you say have more variables, but I only heard one variable, and that's gun control. But I don't know like any other.
I'm not gonna go over the whole 8-year term. There's a lot of things. It's a whole lot of things. I ain't writing them all down. It's a whole lot of shit.
But if you can't name like at least 2,
look it up. Shit. I mean, I know.
I'm asking you to tell me.
I've been studying this shit and looking
tell
at
me.
it. I can't fucking remember right now.
Well,
but
I mean,
people can look it up. It's facts. Go look it up.
So you think social media plays a big part?
Yeah.
I think that's a whole nother like bracket though when you're a president. Like it don't really matter.
It does though, because like you said before, if you got somebody who's popping on Instagram and they say something, a lot of people are gonna believe it.
But
on Snapchat, on Twitter,
I think it's a different thing
Facebook,
with the president though.
You know what I mean? Like.
To me, them motherfuckers just sit there.
Like Instagram,
so I don't see them no more.
the same way on Instagram you get or like Facebook you get if you scroll past this, you're gonna die tomorrow. Like Instagram and like social media is so finicky. It's like, but when you actually see this person like at the podium like speaking on something, like I feel like that's a whole nother bracket. Like anything that's being said about him is like, okay, like let's see what he's really about.
But with the way that the generations are, like our generation and younger, a lot of them not into politics. So if you see like that video we talked about of Obama that was fake of him kicking the door after the press conference, and you see like a whole bunch of people, and you see a whole bunch of people that you let's say that there's somebody on Instagram that everybody follows. They got like 5 million followers, right? And they post a video of like, look at this jackass Obama. This is why you shouldn't vote for him. And they'll make up some kind of story. And they were like, oh, damn, he's a dick. I'm not finna do that.
And you also got to take into account, too, that the comment section. Motherfuckers can talk to each other, like, seamlessly now.
Yeah. It's not like we talk to our neighbors. I can talk to somebody in New York and be like, you ain't voting for him, right? Because this is this. Yeah, I ain't doing that shit. And then,
comment thread, niggas jumping in, putting their little
all over the U.S.
My thing though with social media though is everybody's talking, nobody's listening.
That's what it is. Like remember we was talking about how everybody's opinion is fact.
And their opinion is what it is.
Yeah, it's like
so hard to change. You're not gonna.
So it's like it don't matter if this person says this and then that person says that. They're going on their own path regardless. Like so I don't think social media should matter as far as like politics. I don't think it matters. Like the same way that video looked real of him kicking that, like whatever. It's like it doesn't matter because we know that.
No, like
people don't know though.
But it's like you just said. But like you just said, you just look it up. Like you just said, look it up. Like when you see shit.
So, but
nobody even believes on none of that shit. Like, you seen the.
What do you mean nobody believes that shit?
Not like smart people don't believe that shit. Like, okay, Obama kicking the door. Obama kicking the door open. The first thing I did was Google Obama kicking the door open. Scam, scheme, fraud. It's fake.
Okay, no, you can't say people don't believe because that video we talked about last time of that little boy saving that girl from the gunfight. Everybody thought that shit was real. Yeah. It looked real as fuck. I thought it was real. I didn't bother.
Someone looked it up.
And that was just recently the people brought up that it was fake. They said it was production company.
What I'm saying.
But for like 2 years, everybody thought that shit was real. You're like, yo, this little kid's brave. They're probably thinking about giving this nigga like some kind of award for saving this little girl. And the whole time it was fucking fake. Like, so I'm saying, like, people, because especially like everybody, you know, is quote unquote so busy. people just look at shit and take it as fact before they and don't look the shit up. So people are like, oh shit.
People, I mean,
that's the difference. That's the difference right there. Like the same way they were saying. I remember when I used to like watch the videos on 9/11 and shit. The title read, "As the towers fall, you can see Satan's face in the smoke." Like the same way that shit happens. It's like I feel like that's the same thing that goes on with as far as the Obama comments in social media. Like that shit doesn't. Obama, it's like it doesn't matter because like if you really want to know what's up, you will be into politics. You will be studying that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I guess the word of the day is fucking swears. Like the people that don't vote for him because the door kicked open in the video are the same people that's gonna vote for that person just because of what the news says. They're gonna sway whichever person.
And that's what's scary.
But the real, that's why the fucking people's vote is only like fucking 10% of the fucking election. It's not even like half.
Well, it goes towards the
it
goes to like the popular vote for the what the state has, and bigger states have more of those votes, and then if that state has like red or blue, it goes for whichever candidate. So it counts, but it's not like the final namesake.
Yeah, it's like they do the votes.
It's not the gong.
They do the votes. They go to like 12 colleges of the state, and then they decide. It's kind of like a drill. Like they decide if they want to go with the state or to go with their thing is best for the state.
So for the last topic, me and Money Print was talking about some shit. What is there ever gonna be another Thriller type of album or body of work, or hell, even fucking a song?
Like, can anything reach Thriller status? Is it possible now?
This right
Is
here.
the way you make me feel on Thriller?
No, I think that's on.
No, it's not. The way you make me feel is
bad. No, that was. I don't remember.
I don't know what album that's on, but no, it's not on.
Yeah, I think that would be just be another generation version of it.
You think it'll have the longevity though? Because people still every year Thriller's on Halloween, or just in general, people just like, I like fucking Thriller.
Monster Mash was Thriller once upon a time before Jackson.
Was it though?
I mean, they still play it. That's
yeah, but like nobody knows that whole song.
Yeah, but I'm going off your principles.
Doing the dance.
Your principles.
All right, take the whole package of Thriller. Album, the video, and the song.
I'm going off the song. What are y'all talking? Are you talking about the song or the album?
All of it, the whole package.
I mean, I was speaking on the song, but I mean that does play a part. You know, like the whole just thing of it. You know. But somebody brought up an interesting point though. He said, like, because I brought up Happy by Pharrell. I was like, so do you see like what about Happy? Like, do you see that being on that type of level? And he was like, no, because Happy is aimed towards like one feeling. So if you're sad, you can't really just listen to Happy. I mean, you could try to get yourself happy, but for the majority, it's like you're listening to that song when you're like an upbeat mood.
Yeah.
Thriller, you could be happy, you could be sad. You know what I'm saying?
The song, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like the way music is consumed, like nowadays, is like it comes rapidly. So everything is here and gone, like for the most part, you know.
It'll last for a couple months instead of a whole year now. That's scary. It used to last like a year or two, like a song would. Now it's like a couple months, and soon it's gonna be a couple weeks. I would hope it's not gonna be a couple days. Like that song was hard 2 days ago, but like we moved on.
Like I don't know. I mean, I don't know right off top. I don't know. It's only like 20, 30 years ago.
Right? What I'm saying, ever since Thriller, is there anything?
I mean, we probably just can't think.
But that's the thing, though. We wouldn't.
You
know what I'm saying?
If you would have asked me a question about a song that lasts forever, I wouldn't have even thought of it. I would have been thinking like I am now.
I don't know.
Everything is subjective.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Because
some motherfuckers gonna be playing. They still play the fucking. Is it Gangsta Paradise? Coolio?
Oh my!
You know what's
wearing that shit out.
You know what's kind of close?
So corny.
You know what's kind of close? Like from the last like decade, Fucking or last 2 decade and a half in the club. That's really fucking close to the fucking play level.
Good life and stronger.
I would say stronger just because like there's something.
The only reason is I don't.
What about
like,
the Daft Punk stronger? Is that the name?
No,
the one he got it from.
I don't know what that's
I've been heard. Everyone has heard that song.
Yeah, but I don't. It's not on the level.
Nowhere close.
Like
man, I don't even know. I don't even know the magnitude.
Maybe it's untouchable.
If Chris Brown quit playing around, he could have had a song on.
Nah, he's
too busy trying to be a R&B thuggin'.
blood.
Right. R and blood.
The
rhythm and blood.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
DMX pissed me off. He's one of my favorite artists, and this nigga wanna be a crackhead. I don't understand. Go. Crack a hell of a drug, I guess.
Is Pharrell better than Michael Jackson? I'm gonna say yes.
My brain just.
What do you think? What's it?
Better than
My brain just fucking.
Huh?
Better than what?
Just
Being musically inclined.
yeah.
We think
Man, but that ain't.
I don't know.
I don't know. Is that a fair comparison? Because
I don't think so.
Michael Jackson was an artist, like a
Pharrell's not an
singer.
artist.
You're not letting me finish, but Michael Jackson's an artist as far as singer. When you talking about Pharrell, he sings, plays the drums, makes beats, and producer. It's not the same.
That
So-
nigga Pharrell is a musician.
I wonder if he like focused on just like one or two things. I wonder how his career would end up or be now.
Who?
For real. If he was focused on one of those talents, like
Just
wholeheartedly, yeah, instead of trying to do 5, 6 things. If he's just,
He probably.
He probably working.
I hate to say this.
Song.
I hate to say this, but he'd probably be washed up.
yeah,
He wouldn't
Hey,
be.
what's
That's what I think
He
too.
wouldn't
Like
get
all these songs,
inspired.
like
Swiss Beats, how he has
I
to do
love
art,
Tupac
cars,
and shit, but if he never died, him and Biggie, do you think they would have been like?
No.
Washed
That's
up
what
because
I'm
it's
saying.
too much. It's too much.
That's what I'm
of
just
them.
saying.
Like any artist that dies
In their prime.
young, like Kurt Cobain, do you think like him now? Do you think like what would he?
And these fake ass Bob Marley fans, man. I can't stand it.
And I say it's the fact people say that because it was so much room for them to fail.
Yeah. It could have been this.
Yeah, it's like
And we don't know.
and I hate that because it's like because it was so many that had stuff that sounded like these people.
I'll tell you exactly what they'd be. They'd be exactly who Dr. Dre is right now. Like on the low, but still legend status, but like just here. Ice Cube here.
See, I think
They
I
just
think
kinda
Tupac
here
would
now.
have like more acting.
Yeah, definitely.
Than
I think
music.
so. Yeah, he's a good
Maybe
actor.
unless he get blackballed or some shit.
See, that's
Nigga would probably
see,
get
that's when
worked
he
in
said
some
that.
office.
I was kind of tripping, right?
Yeah,
I thought about
he's a
it.
good ass
I
actor.
am
He
crazy.
could be sick.
You know what
Might be
else?
sick somewhere.
He might be the New York
KRS,
Suge
keep
or
it-
something. Yeah, like
Or he might be
something
like
about
trying
this
to
hip hop,
trying
promoting
to get
Troy
on
Ave and shit.
the sounds of
I'm
today.
promoting your boy Tone.
I don't even
Tino
know
Monte.
his name. We small as fuck.
So hold on. Okay, with the if they were still alive now, do you guys think that Pac or Biggie would be like trying to hang on like Snoop?
Snoop ain't trying to hang on.
No, okay. This
Snoop
is
what he
no.
is.
This is the thing though.
Yeah,
Okay, like over the past couple years, Snoop has developed like that sound that he kind of does now, where I can do this. But
Snoop do whatever the fuck he
but
wants.
you know, there was that good 6 years of like Snoop being on features. And you're like, why are you doing features with this person? This or your verse was terrible.
See, I don't
No,
necessarily
it's
rock
Snoop.
with features from greats.
Yeah.
I don't like that for some reason. Like when I hear Jay on features, it's like yeah, feature might be good, but I don't really like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Snoop is
Kanye.
his own world, yo. Like he's his own world.
Because I ain't gonna say it on here. Motherfuckers already be coming in when I say
What?
that shit.
What?
Nah.
Say it,
Let Tito Montana be knocking the door.
I'm not like the biggest Pac and Biggie fan.
That's fine.
Like at all.
Like,
I do like Biggie songs more than Pac's though. But I'm just not like, man, I listen to All Eyes on Me fucking every week. Like, stop.
Is there anybody in this generation that's gonna die is gonna make people forget about Pac and Biggie? not forget, but like
If
put
they die
people
early,
above him, like how they put Big Pun and all them underneath Pac and Big, but they still mention them.
Definitely, if something tragically happened to Kendrick, he definitely needs that greatest all time.
What happened if M died? Y'all, I don't want to say I want to see that.
Then if M died, then people were like,
I feel like the world.
We don't gotta have the argument no more. He's dead.
No, it's gonna be a bigger argument.
I don't know.
It's gonna be
think though because
his catalog has an end now.
Because what was that? Recovery was not that good of an album.
I liked it.
I'm honestly, I love Eminem, but
I'm not the biggest M fan, but I can listen.
I like Marshall Mathers LPM.
I like the older, like when he was
like crazy, like
even though some of the beats
with that shit.
Some of the beats whack.
Oh yeah. I just
it's crazy. Like we flipped. Like I like the older shit. I like Relapse and Up, and I guess you guys like everything up there.
I like before. I like 98, 99. Eminem.
I tried to listen to early albums. That shit was, some of it was kind of weak. Like
who's Eminem?
Your cousin?
Yeah, I like old, new. Like this is the thing with me for Eminem. Like I understand he's got bars and shit, but he's long-winded as fuck, and his voice gets on my nerves after like a song or two. And I'm like,
but see, when he ain't even rapping in them stupid ass voices, though, that's when I like him the best.
Mm-hmm. But see, alongside, even though the nigga I'm about to bring up is not on the level of, I guess, Eminem, even though I'm not really a fan, Eminem won't be Bun B because he's not still trying to be like relevant. He's just being him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's got his own plan.
Like Jay-Z can't be Bun B because he's not trying to be, just relevant. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be. And that's where a lot of artists fail, I think. Like,
I feel, you know what?
Or rappers, at least. I don't know about.
I feel like Bun B was like a tag along. Like I like Pimp C way more than Bun B.
Yeah.
I think most people do. And Bun B just happened to be kind of there, and then he tried to hold the legacy when he was in jail, and the whole legacy after Pimp C died. And it's like we respect you, but I don't fuck with you like that.
These artists, man, I don't know. Like Wayne,
Bun B's literally
looking sketchy.
Bun B's that artist that you go to when you just want like a no name on your track.
Yeah.
I want a no name. A Bun B, he's pretty reasonable price.
Oh my god, they got a list. They got a list of like
the level of
hey, reasonable price. But some people might listen to it because it's Bun B on it. Oh shit! Oh my! I'm officially making that list. Officially, about to write that shit down.
Lil Wayne can be there too. Lil Wayne can be on that list. Like Wayne gonna be like, because this is Wayne gonna be. You go for a feature, and you gonna be like, man, I need like 100,000 feature. You fell off though. Like, I give you 30,000. But I'm easy. Where Carter 5 at, man? No.
It's okay though.
nigga said, but I'm easy.
Like nigga say so?
Yeah, man.
It's getting, man, that's sad.
Too much.
That's crazy. Yeah, way too much.
That's really what
you went from being the pinnacle.
Too much of nothing. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh yeah, because everybody, what does everybody mention when they say Lil Wayne? Oh, Carter 2. Yeah, everything before Carter 2 and before. They don't mention like new shit like that.
What's after? Exactly.
That rock album that he tried to take off the shelf after he released it.
He tried to take it back.
Look, they released like 5 videos, and then they took them all down after like a week. You cannot find them. I tried.
Take your shit back.
I tried to find them. It's that album cover, and you sit there on like a couch.
The Reverb, right?
With a
no, it was like a different one.
They had like he was sitting there with on the couch with like a guitar in his hand.
No, that's the Reverb.
Yeah, you can't find this shit on the internet.
Like Prom Queen. Yeah, I like Prom Queen.
Prom Queen and that little the one from Scarface that on fire.
Yeah.
That one, them two. The other ones, boo. I remember I was talking about it one day. I was trying to find the videos, couldn't find them. I remember it was on World Stars, him and a band on top of a roof playing, you know, the song. And look, 2 days later, gone. So look it up, gone.
Yeah.
He probably don't even remember that shit.
What? Killing it on Saturday.
Reverb. I did an album called Reverb? Yeah, you did. I don't remember. Nah, he tried to suppress that shit.
Trashmatic.
That shit was so.
Man, shit, I gotta go to the funeral. I gotta go back home.
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up anyway. So yeah, whoever watched the live feed, you know what our faces look like now. If you didn't know us already,
Yay.
Bless him with a gem real quick, man.
Oh, you got the
this
gym.
nigga got a haiku over there.
Bless him with this gem. Hey, Ray J, nigga.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this is Choppin' Up with the homies. We got, you know, iTunes, you know, SoundCloud. You can email us. You can tweet us at, I don't even fucking know. I think it's Dom and the homies or something like that.
Damn, nigga.
I don't fuck with Twitter. Nobody fucks with Twitter like that. Like,
shit.
yeah, be on the lookout for new things all year long, everybody. Yeah. And remember, we're not trying to change your mind. We're just trying to open it. And we out.
Yay. Hey, be gone.